Good morning at Thompson Towers, Dan's Diary. Today's a special day. There are 3 or 4 things that are happening today. I'll talk you through those now. Number 1 is the eggs. The 20 or so quail eggs that we got 20 days ago, 18 days ago, are ready for lockdown. So we'll go into the kitchen and we'll go through that process to see if we get any more quails to join John the quail. Now John the quail, this is number 2, John the quail has been in his breeder box or plastic container for 20 days and he's getting bored. So yesterday or the day before, I took him out of the cage. Ooh, get rid of the sun. Took him out of the cage, out the box, and put him in his proper cage, just to see if he would escape. Because once he goes outside and he escapes, he's dead man walking, or dead quail walking. So he hasn't escaped. I think he's too fat for the bars. So today he goes outside. That's exciting for quail because he spent the most part of his life just looking at a ceiling, and for the last 2 days he's been able to look through the bars and see things going on. Today he gets to feel the wind in his fur and the sun on his face. And item number 3 is chicken. Still hasn't got a name really. Chicken's been in his breeder box, he's getting big. He can only see the ceiling, and now here I built a roost, what do they call them, a coop, which I'll show you later on, and he goes in his outside coop today. Oh, it's going to be exciting. So he's looking forward to that. And then item number 4 is something to do with my home system. I bought a new TV and soundbar, and when I connected them up there was a delay between the audio and the picture, which wasn't very good. I cured that myself by a download of software, so that's cured, but they're still turning up to do 1 or 2 little things, like the PlayStation goes off for a couple of seconds and then comes back on and goes off for a couple of seconds. Whether that's the problem with the PlayStation or whether it's a problem with the signal, I don't know. They will determine that. And also in the man cave upstairs, I've got lots of films on the computer, but I can't play them through the projector, so I want them to sort that problem out. Anyway, without further ado, let's go and do the eggs on lockdown day and get through that process without breaking any. Off we go. And here we are, so quick. Right, there she is, there's the old box, and we're going to sort that out now into their lockdown status. Okay, so we've got the plate, the holy dish or the holy mat, whatever I call it. We've got the thermostat I've taken out, so all I've got to do now is lift the lid, disconnect the cable that makes the rollers roll so they're stationary, put the mat in, put the eggs back, increase the humidity up to a required 75%, and that's it for 4 days. See who comes out first. He who comes out first wins, if John's anything to go by. What's Red doing? Right, so I can't do this one-handed, so I'm going to do it two-handed. Put the phone down and you can come back and see me later. Okay, so stage 1, lift the lid, stage 2, struggle with this, stage 2 is take the quail eggs out, shove them in a bowl. that's what we're doing now. And I'll tell you what, these little eggs feel quite warm. Isn't that nice? So we're going to take those eggs out. Plenty of eggs. Oh fuck, I just dropped that one. I think I broke it. Oh well. I think I did, yeah. Bugger it. Bugger it, I broke that egg. I don't know, I'll have to think about that. Hold on, just let me check. Just let me check. It's got to be within. I'll keep that to one side, I think. Shit. Oh, there's nothing in it. Good start, isn't it? That's what comes of doing it one-handed. You've got to be careful with these things, you know, there's things growing in. Right, let me do this one, two-handed and I'll come back to you. Okay, so all quail eggs in there now. I've disconnected the turners, I put the net in, I put the eggs back. All I've got to do now is put the lid on and bring the humidity back up to 75%. Now, Red's keeping a watchful eye on this, make sure I do it correctly. So there you can see the reading, 52%, it should be 75. So what we're going to do, the simple process of adding hot water into these bottles, feeds into the bottom and heats it up. So you watch that needle go as I pour the water in. Pouring in now. Okay, so one of them's been filled. I'll put a bit more in. You know, you can never have too much hot water, particularly if you're trying to get the humidity up. There you go, it started to go up already. It started to go up already. What are we on, 55? Ooh. And that's typical, I've run out of hot water. So I'll get some more, but as you can see it's gone up to 61 already. And all I wanted was a teaspoonful of hot water. So there you go, it's still climbing, it's on 66. So that's how you do that. Okay, so I didn't add any more water. We're up to an acceptable 84%. Oh, 85. And the quail eggs have disappeared into their fog, their mist, their humidity for 4 days. Now, if these eggs are anything to go by, John the quail turned up on the second or, the second or third day out 4. So he was a bit premature, that quail, but he's living, he's happy, you'll see him in a minute. So that's what I've done with these. We sit and wait now. All I've got to do is keep adding water, keep that humidity really high. As I told you last time, what that's for is to, those shells are porous, so the water, the humidity, makes them a little bit softer so they can peck their way out. It also does something for the quails. I think it makes them happy. So there you go. So that's, it's all exciting in this house. So that's number one. Now we go to, I'm going to put the quail out first, I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to put the quail out first. So we'll go and have a look what I've done to his little bed outside. Spent a lot on this quail. Not as much as I have on the chicken. So this is his little bed. He's got some little ribbons here to stop the cat. Oh, hang on, here we go. I've gone and knotted that damn thing, haven't I? Hold on, I'll get back to you. There we go, I got it undone. So if I just move that broom, there's his little area he's going to stay in. It's got netting on all 6 sides. It's also got a plastic sheet on the top. So underneath this netting here, maybe I can show you better from the underneath. Oh, there you go. There's a plastic sheet there. So if any rain does get through, it's not going to land on Mr. Quail. It's just going to stop there. I've put some wooden slats across the top to stop the sun from frying him. Put some buckets on the top to stop the rain from really upsetting him, plus the rain, because it's just about to start rainy season. The green netting is for 2 reasons really. One, in case he does escape and he's thinking about getting out, this will stop him. And secondly, it's for the cats, because we have got a few cats in the area and we don't want them to be attacked. So he's going to have his little cage inside, so there's a gap between the netting and the cage, but even so it's added security. So without further ado, let's go and bring Mr. Quail and put him outside and see how he does. Okay, so let's go and get Mr. Quail. Let's go and get John, see how he's doing. You're going to be amazed when you see the size of this quail. You really are. Unless, of course, you've seen a quail before. There he is, stuck in his little cage. You see, there's his little cage. So, he's quite happy. He's sitting at the back. Look at the size of him. Do you remember when he was born? He was just that little... The camera's focusing on the bars and not the quail. Is that any better? There he is. Got some great fur now. Little feathers. It's got the mottled front, which means it should be female. Making a little bit of a noise. So what I'm going to do now is clean his cage, so he's got a nice little environment to live in. So I'm going to clean his cage, put the food and the water out, because I'm going to carry him downstairs and it'll only spill. We'll put him outside, then I'll give him his food and his water. So, say goodbye to your bedroom, Quail. Say goodbye. You're going into the big outdoors. Right, we'll see. Talk to you later, boys. And there she is in her new house. She's got a cat for company. Oh no, I know. She's got food, water, more food and water if she ever learns how to poke her head out the bars and eat. She's obviously not too concerned, because she was just cleaning herself a few minutes ago, wasn't she? Can you focus? There you go. There you go. It's tucking in, or it will be. Tucking into some more food. Do you remember that was only 24 days ago? 24 days it was being born. Now look at it. Strutting around like it owns a gaff. Well, it seems happy. It's got daylight. It's got a breeze. It's got wind. Focus, thank you. And all in all, everything a quail could want for, apart from company. So hopefully those eggs, locked down in now, will give him a friend in 23 days. He'll still be immature, or she'll still be immature birds, so we can introduce them. They won't fight too much. You can't introduce male and male, that's a bit dodgy. But male and an immature, well, I mean, even this won't be fully laying eggs. I think this starts to lay eggs at the end of next month. So it's almost perfect timing. There you go, little quails marching about. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the net down like this to stop any inquisitive cats. I'm going to fasten the ribbon to these little hook loops I made out of a zip tie, and that'll be relatively good. I might take the food out because it might go a bit funny, and I'll keep an eye on him, and we'll come back to him later on in the day. Right, one last look. There he is, little face. So, next one is the chicken. Okay, now it's the chicken's turn. From his dark, dismal looking cage where all he can see is the roof, he's going to get sensory overload, this chicken. So the plan is to move him. No, actually the plan is to move his food and water first, and then move him so he's got something to eat and drink, relax him a bit more. So just let me go and move his food and water. Hold the phone the other way. Chicken on its last journey from the house to outside. Have you seen the size of this chicken? Well, she's grown some big feathers. Woo! She's grown a big tail feather. She's gone slightly brown on the sides, so I don't know what that's the case of. There it is. Right, so let's see. It's going out. This is the first time with wind in its face, with the sun, with the weather conditions, with anything really, because it's just been staring up at the ceiling for the whole of its life. So off we go. We're going down the side of the house to its new kennel. Now, as you can see, he's got LED solar lights inside. He's got grills. She's got AC. She's got a chimney, a grain container or water container, a little private area for the laying of the eggs. 3 of those. If you lift that lid, it's got 3. The netting is on the outside and the inside to stop any cats. Inside has been decked out to perfection. This is a hotel for chickens. It's got bars to sit on. It's got shelves to sit on, one at the top and one halfway. Food and water. It's got the plastic tray underneath for waste. So I'm now going to put it inside and see what she does. I know, relax. Relax, relax, relax. Yeah. There you go, there you go. Just close that, I don't want it to escape. Whoops. Yeah, you can't really see it very well, can you? Maybe I could open this door. maybe I could open this door. Yeah, she's still looking around. She hasn't found a food box yet. She will. Yeah, she's chirped. Oh, that's some masking tape I've still left on. When I was doing my superb painting of this thing. He's not coming out. There he is. There she is, enjoying her new place. There. How do you feel? There you go. Enjoy it. Now, my friend last night said he's got some chickens. Forget the breed, but they were like, he said we could have some anyway. So I said we'd order 12 dozen eggs, one dozen eggs, put them in the incubator, and then if we get something out of it, our friend there will have a friend to play with. So at night time, I put the LEDs on the inside of this bar here, all the way round. So at night time it gives off a nice little glow. And there we have it, chicken coop finished, chicken in. Oh, I'll show you underneath here that Joy spent hours painting. There they are. So there's 3 separate areas to lay eggs. I've got to put something in there, but I've got a month to do it because it's a month before they lay the eggs. So I've got to put something on it. Okay, well that's all. That's all. Nothing else to show you apart from the audio guys turning up later to sort out a few gremlins, well not gremlins but extras for my system. So I wish you all luck. I wish my quail luck and my chicken luck. And now in a month, is it a month? A month, sometime next month, quail matures and starts to lay eggs. The month after that, the chicken matures and starts laying eggs. So obviously there'll be a big fanfare when that happens, and I'll update you. I'll also update you immediately if we get anything in the next 4 days from those quail eggs, because that's a big event. All right, take care, and I'll see everybody later. Bye bye. There you go. 1 minute 20 seconds of quail in his new environment. He's found his water, I think. He's found his food. So we'll leave him alone for a bit and see what happens. Quail signing out.